Samina here. I've decided to shoot at 4. Well, it just so happens that I'm shooting at 4. It's been such a journey to be here. Here I go, being a broken record again. Come for the vintage content, stay for me. How have you been since we last saw each other? Since our last correspondence? So much has happened since I was last here. Look at me being all mopey. I like movies from the 20th century, series as well, and animation, late 90s, 2000s, 2010s. I wish I could have a term for putting them all together so that I can just like have a very short intro sentence, but today's video is a vintage viewing one. I realized I am really into vintage film, but another passion of mine is vintage music. I realized I'm not alone in this, including music makers. They actually like picking from genres past and reimagining them in the present. That is one of my favorite things to do. Like, if there's one thing I like, it's reliving the past. And this episode is a lot. In this episode, that theme will be very recurrent. I realized there goes my favorite word again. I realized in 2020 that my music taste does not look like anyone else's music taste that I personally know of. So I just made it a commitment to myself. I will only listen to music that speaks to me. I will not listen to music just because it's trendy or just because it's being sold to me. I will follow my heart and not my ears. And now I feel like my musical playlists reflect me 100%. I've really been on a journey of finding me. It has been a very, very many years of this journey. And who I am, me right now, gives me a lot of pride. Because I have been through a lot. That being here, just being here, like being here, is miraculous enough. I have fought for so many years to preserve myself, to stay true to who I am. Any being outside of myself does not get to choose who I am in any way. And I believe that makes me so strong, especially as an African woman. Like, we're the ones with the least rights in the world. What can I say? But thank you, God, because where else could I have found the strength to do this, to be myself, even though everything around me is like pushing inwards to make sure I just disappear off the map. So, if you like me, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And your like actually is what is keeping me here. Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your viewership, duh. As long as it's not at 0. Even if that one is me. That's how I feel. That's like my inner strength right now. But I'm not a performer because I want to perform for myself. So I hope you enjoy it. I decided to put down the genres I've been listening to according to how I've been feeling them. As I have said a short while back, I don't follow trends and I try my best not to be carried by them. So my music tastes are not common, but there's nothing common about me, baby. I decided to list them down, I think maybe 3 months ago. So, let me just read them for you. 90s R&B, Cesaria Evora, 80s UK pop, new wave, 80s city pop, music, and rhumba. This has been my music preference for like the last 4 months. I have actually created playlists. Something I have been doing without like any resolution to share. Like maybe I was waiting for this video past me because nobody asked. How I feel when I see the Spotify playlist trend when it occurs at the end of the year. So beating that. That's very me. I have created playlists for this exact genres and subgenres of music. I have said this in very many videos, but I created this channel so that I can find people like me. It is very lonely and very sad to be me. I'm like an island. I have existed and thrived like that for a long while, but no man is an island. I am a woman, so I am a whole village. As I am, but you get what I'm saying. I think I will finally change the settings and make them public. Make them public for your enjoyment. Which also inspired me to make this list. There are some musicians, some wonderful modern day musicians who are making music for people like us that like the old genres, and we get to hear music that is them but new. Let me start my favorite part of my videos. Number 1 on this list, I decided to just do someone very obvious. The only Kevin I know who is doing something significant. Tame Impala. I have loved Tame Impala for so many years. I think now let me just share something else so that you can understand me a little bit more. I will not remember album names. You already know remembering names is an issue for me. I will not remember an album's name, but I will remember its cover. That's how I'm storing my albums in my head. So I have been a big Tame Impala fan since the sphere, the silver sphere running through a strip of colors in the galaxy. His music is so beautiful, it's psychedelic, and that is the genre that he picks up from. 70s music, it makes me think of, wow, what a coincidence, and this has just come right now, like it's not even like in my writing. It reminds me of F is for Family. This is an animation channel, so you might as well be knowing what I'm talking about. There's this main character who is also called Kevin, who is into making music that nobody else understands. But that was like that was, I think it was set. Was it set in the 60s or 70s? It was set in the 60s. It's definitely lines up. Like that genre of music is of that time. It's trippy as hell, and of course combining it with electronic. Most of the stars are just combined it to electronic, and that's why I know them and that's why I like them. But yeah, Tame Impala is awesome. So who am I even suggesting this for? It's 3:45. Oh my god, I don't even understand who I'm suggesting this for. If you like vintage music, you definitely like Tame Impala, so this is not news. So I guess I'm doing this for new fans, you know. It is foolish to believe that you know everything. So give things a chance. Everything. I love his full discography. I don't think I hate any of his albums, even though I am a picky eater, like even with my music. So I will listen to some songs and then only listen to the songs I like. But that's everyone. Look at me thinking I'm unique. Exclusive. Down to the red sand dune in a dilapidated house. I just wanted to use that word. I don't even know if I use it correctly, but do I look like an Englishman if you look at me? Pure melanin, 100% hot chocolate. Anyway, I digress. That album has such beautiful music. Like, by the way, he is one of those few artists I feel that definitely because of being an independent artist, like that also contributed to it. But you know, the few mainstream artists that get music from the heart. Like, this is not music written for charts and graphs and other things I've been talking about in my other videos. I would like for you to watch them if you like them. If you like me. I know I'm dealing with such bad lighting. Let's just call it ambient music and move on. Many beautiful pieces written from the heart, like one of a kind. That is also one of my favorite phrases, if you know me. I just love Tame Impala. Next on the list is Caravan Palace. I feel like this is a little bit niche, so you're welcome. That's what I do. That is also another one of my favorite words. You see the things that I like. Caravan Palace does electro swing. I've been living in Mombasa all of my conscious life, but I just knew like maybe 2 weeks ago that the first call, Ya Modini, it is saying, come to the mosque, come to the mosque. It is better to pray than to sleep. I think that's powerful. Caravan Palace does. Should I speak over it? Like, I don't know how much interference it's causing. I have to deal with this. Till when, Lord Jehovah? Till when? Yeah. Caravan Palace does electro swing, and swing is a jazz style that came up like in the late 1920s to the late 30s. That was like swing's era. Beautiful, one of a kind. I'm going to rush. Oh my god, that means this might be one of my shortest videos. That means it might be one of my most watched videos. But Caravan Palace love everything. I love when they go electronic. I don't like when they go swing that much because I'm not that into that. I'm not into that genre that much. But I appreciate what they do. They have really good electronic music, like besides the vintage aspect of their style. Let's go to the next artist on the list. Who one of their songs is like a gospel song to me because of the passion and the rawness. But this is a raw genre in general. So it is to be expected. Emil and the Sniffers. This is also another YouTube wormhole. So thank you YT bot. But I don't know how I ended up being suggested for Emil and the Sniffers. I think it's through my electronic music, like my electronic music thread. It got me to punk. So I like how punk has gotten a revival and it's being done right. Like you can feel the angst in the music and it's so beautiful. I love Emil so much and I love the range of her voice. It's very rare, but it's not rare for punk. Like how high her soprano is, and then she's still like, taking it even higher so she can like emote. Her music, their music, because it's a band, is amazing. It's just so beautiful. Like you can definitely feel the spirit of 80s punk, and it's British punk, so the real punk, and they've done it so well. Definitely talking about social issues because that's really what the genre is about. It's about a reflection of modern culture, and they've done it really well. And even reading through comments of other vintage fans like me, I said this like a while back. My most of the people I know who like the things I like, I can only find them in the YouTube comments of the pieces of art. Sad world we live in, but that's what Samina is all about. Samina is about who else do you know who has heard of Emil and the Sniffers around my kitongoji? I'm not talking about globally, I'm talking about Kenya. That sounds like a brag, but believe me, I don't brag. I'm naturally cool. That's what I'm trying to. Big word, small word. Big word, small word. Showcase. Middle ground. I'm feeling myself, but that is because that is something so rare for me. I have to be a normie outside of these four corners. Back to pretending. Let me enjoy that. Last on my list is something reversal. I don't know how to put it. There goes that statement again. Jeez, I didn't even see it sneaking up on me. Is an album. An album. This album is called Spacey. Another very random YouTube suggestion, but YouTube now knows me. But Spacey was a very random album played by YouTube. I was just like doing chores around the house, and then it started playing, and I had to just like listen through it because I was so busy. I couldn't like get time to switch off, and it was like the best 41 minutes ever. It was so beautiful. I think because I wasn't expecting it, and I wasn't expecting how good it was. It's by Tatsuro Yama. It's by Tatsuro Yamashita. I hope I've gotten that right. And it is 100% city pop. But city pop is a new genre. Very, very new. I believe it's 20s genre. It's not existed like in 2019 and before. I'm a music snob, but that's something that not many people will know because, as I said, so that seems that's going to be my phrase for this video. As I said in a previous statement, 20 minutes ago, maybe, I don't share musical interests with any other living human on this planet. OMG, what's this related to? Oh yes, it is because now with my own discovery of new genres, I really don't have anyone to like compare notes with or have discussions about it, and it's still so, and I think I prefer it that way. It's so beautiful to just like discover this alone and just listen to them alone and just experience wonder alone. Sad. He is a musician from like really long, na saizi venye really long ago. Na saizi venye sana I was doing some research for this video niliona, he has produced a song on 2023. So unaona discography yake ni 2023, 1984 like. But I've seen TikToks that made it to Instagram on that at when it's the 80s and you are in your city condo just enjoying your evening while city pop plays, like that kind of thing, and you know it struck a chord deeply because I am a huge vintage music fan, and the 80s and that feeling, like is he called Alexandra McNeil? There's him, there's who else? I wasn't really like planning on going into that, so I don't have them like in my list, but you get it. There are those artists. Oh, and Tatsuro Sasa. Who Tatsuro, Jesus. Tatsuro. So Alexandra McNeil, Tatsuro. Which other musicians that I can make this list long and seem like I definitely know what I'm talking about, like I don't. But yes, it has just randomly sprouted, and that is how the zeitgeist works. And if you know me, that's my boyfriend. So I live in that space. I appreciate that space. I enjoy that space thoroughly. Excitement. Rare. Wow. Like the silence right now is almost unbelievable. So let me just rush because somebody somewhere is just going to scream the loudest possible. Let's go to part 2. Sijamaliza about Tatsuro. So his music is written in the 80s, but it sounds like the new genre of the reimagination of that time, and it was so beautiful and coke fueled. That's all I think about the 80s, and you know that's definitely from Stereotypes. Let me read that list for you again of the music genres I've been listening to for the past 4 months, that I will release the playlists very soon. If at least one person asks me, even if that one person is me. So, 90s R&B, Cesarea Evora, 80s UK pop. I didn't really know it was called New Wave when I was writing that. City pop, music. I use music to sleep. Like music just helps me drawn out comfortably, feeling like a chicken in the frozen section of a store, just waiting to go be made into a very fancy modern dinner. And then I dream of the dinner. Anyway, finally, rhumba. I feel like hata ni jukumu langu, now that I am an adult, to finally get into this music. It is also tied to some deep nostalgia of mine. Listening to rhumba music on a Sunday afternoon after church, and we just went to your favorite restaurant, you bought your favorite food, or rather that is how it is to be, and then you head out somewhere to relax because it's a Sunday afternoon, and what is playing on the radio is rhumba. So it touches a deep part of me that I wish existed anymore. So it got me very excited to now listen to this music as a fully conscious Pan-African. And I love it. Like, and then if I don't listen to it, if I don't integrate, who will? Even though for African art, Europeans have more African art than Africans themselves. And it's like the same way with music. This music of the past, it's just like being forgotten. The Afrobeat bands of the 70s and the 60s and the 80s and the 90s, like there's so much music, so much beautiful music that I am now getting to understand. Like how I've thought about titling this video, I get a surge of serotonin, dopamine, even oxytocin when I hear Madilu system. And you know, I also feel very in the know that I know what Madilu system is, and I know who Fire Test is. Such beautiful music. I just hear it, like it's so soothing. Let me just say that whole genre of music is very soothing. All of it. Rumba, there's bango. Bango is coastal. Is it East African or just Kenyan? There is, which others? You know, this beautiful music. There's Benga, there's Lingala, and Rumba. Crowning glory for me. I also feel like it's helping me like connect with my ancestry. To help me understand who is a real African. And ukisikiza hizo nyimbo, like they are chock full of wisdom, because that's who we are. We as an oral tradition society, definitely that is where we store our wisdom. So they're singing about so many social issues from the past that are still relevant to right now, and also making you move your body. It's just beautiful music, and I am going to be listening to more and diving into it more. Right now, as I think you can tell, I'm just like into Congolese music from the 70s and the 80s. There's this song. Is it Tabule? I don't know what Tabule is. Oh my god. I am so cool. Like, I am just a very cool babe. You know, I've just got to be proud of myself. I need it. This light looks so beautiful. Is it reflecting on me? I really wish so. Even though I'm about to finish this video. The people who come up with music genre names are like the craziest people. Like, I think in another life that will be my job. Like, that is one of my most favorite things to just discover new music that has sprouted somewhere and just revel in its glory. Like city pop, yani. It's so right. Like, the person who named it got it really well. Personally, I called it 80s city pop, but it's not 80s. It's very not 2000s. Sana, how do we call this new decade? Very 2020s. Yes, it is. And So many. I also listen to, is it called Vanity Palace? That is also another channel that I use to sleep. I just like let them play. And it suits me to sleep because I need it. Thank you so much to everyone who commented on my last video, even if it was in my DMs. Thank you so much for engaging with me. Without you, I don't exist. And everyone who commented on my short hair. This is my I've got you girl wig. That helps me through so much. Now that I'm growing my hair, I'm growing out my natural hair. Like, my hair is untouched and I love that. It has been damaged over so many years because of lack of care and neglect. But now that I am the one who's like 100% in charge of my hair, it's turning out so beautiful. I have discovered I have curls. I didn't know I have curls. Like, I did not know I have curls at all. And it makes me feel so beautiful to be all natural. So guess what? My favorite part of the video. I will see you in the next episode. I love saying that because it means I've progressed. It's even getting me a little sweaty, the excitement. The next video will be an animation station 1. Stima zimepotea. I'm really happy that you're here. I'm really happy that you've gotten this far, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I hope you look forward to the next video as much as I do look forward to the next video. Subscribe, please. Your subscription means so much to me. Like, comment. Do you like this music as much as I do? Who else is into this? Who else is into this? Music's cricket sounds. But maybe let me be the one to inspire you to give them a try. I'm speaking to my African friends here. Like, if you don't listen to it, if you don't appreciate it, who will? Who will? This music will just disappear, and we can't let that happen. So in the next episode, we'll be talking about animation. Excited for that. And I will see you. Bye.